Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. We are moving on with Wicked Games. The second film in this wonderful Radiance set so far is Nude in a White Car, which is number 142 in the Radiance range and was just wonderful. It was a film that was entirely my kind of thing, a great film noir and one that just drew me in from it right from the start. At the start you get a chance encounter as a man is picked up in a car, almost coerced into it by this blonde who we never really see, who he kind of struggles to see as well. And he ends up being taken to a secluded area where whatever happens, and then he is thoroughly thrown out of the car and discarded.
Où est la lumière? Je voudrais savoir à qui j'ai affaire. Vous êtes folle.
But this is a curio. Something strange has happened here, and he decides to investigate and finds himself in the orbit of two sisters who are living in seclusion. Where kind of things start to get in the mix. He starts to fall into these two sisters, see their attributes that they have, their fantastic lifestyle, because they are affluent and have a little bit of money, and there is something just a little bit wrong. One of the sisters is wheelchair bound, and the other one seems to constantly chase after her every whim. And he tries to figure out who from this house visited him that night and why aren't they opening it up to him and saying it? What is going on here? What is the bigger thing at picture, and is there more mysteries at the heart of this one?
Mademoiselle.
Cette nuit, vous êtes sûr?
Absolument certain.
Vous devez faire erreur. Ma voiture n'est pas sortie du garage depuis 3 jours.
It's a great setup. It's a wonderful start where you really do feel that this man's going to be murdered. Now, Pierre is played by director Robert Hossein as well. He becomes the main character here. It has these erotic elements as he meets these two platinum blonde sisters who are stunning, who are alluring, and who really take this man into their household, into their lives, and give him a little bit more of a purpose. But he's always drawn to the mystery. What happened that night? What's going on? Why is more things becoming more curious as he spends time with these sisters? It is far more contained and more plot driven than The Wicked Go to Hell. It focuses on primarily one location, this house where the two sisters live. You get characters that work within this grounds and with the sisters who come into play, whether it be the gardener, whether it be the maid or whoever. There is lots of people here.
Si je vous demande pardon, je n'ai qu'à penser.
C'est un peu pour ça que je fais ma culture physique tout le matin. Si elle me voyait, ça lui ferait trop de peine.
There is the aspect of this car that never seems to get driven, but seems to disappear every night with a blonde behind the wheel, and every female character just happens to be blonde, but then it may not be their real hair colour anyway when you consider wigs and such things. It's such a simple idea and a hook, and it's the hook that draws the narrative through the film, but it's not all that the film has to offer. There are amazing characters, there are amazing situations, there are twists and turns, some that you can see coming, some that you don't, and things that constantly make this surprising. What I loved the most about it was how my ideas kept flipping between the sisters. Who was behind what was going on? Was it nefarious what they were doing, or was it just playful? The idea that of hidden information is great, and it allows the tension to accumulate subtly throughout the film. It's playful, it's fun. There's nothing great stakes here. But as the film moves on, as we learn from the characters and we see their interactions, the story starts to build these blocks. And when the tension gets too much on this later on, it really starts to show in the characters, and particularly in me watching this one, I could feel the nature really getting hold of me. What was going on? Who was behind it? What's going to happen? Who's going to pay the price here? Because this feels like a noir, and noirs very rarely, if ever, have happy endings.
Mais vous êtes fou!
Je comprends tout maintenant. Le ruban, le disque, Le sable dans les chaussures d'Eva.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous racontez, mon Dieu, Pierre?
Laisse-moi voir vos chaussons.
I think Hossein as a director has a great grasp of noir in this film here. He allows the scenes to play out, but the pacing is always kept on point. He allows the actors to really shine, like Bridget Lehane, who is just absolutely wonderful in this, along with everybody else, to be honest. But he allows the characters to really imbue the characters, but add a little bit of menace, a little bit of hidden curiosities behind their looks. It's just wonderfully put together, and I like it a lot more than The Wicked Go to Hell, which I really liked as well. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are on the disc for Nude in a White Car. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have an audio commentary by Tim Lucas. Next, we have Marina Vladi. In this interview, actor Marina Vladi talks about her work and relationship with Robert Hossein, his approach to the films they made together, and her thoughts on Nude in a White Car, filmed for Gamelon in 2019. This runs for 8 minutes 34 seconds. I could have done with this being a little bit longer, because what she's telling you is a lot of information, a lot of great information, stories, a little bit about her relationship and her career. And to be honest, I really did just want more, but it's great as is. Next, we have the evolution of the femme fatale in classic French cinema. In this visual essay, author Sam Dean looks at the evolution of one of the most distinctive character tropes in film noir, from the genre's origins to French cinema of the 1960s, created exclusively for Radiance in June 2025, and it runs for 16 minutes 39 seconds. And here we look at the evolution of the femme fatale, how she started off in noir films, how that became a real kind of trope. They look a little bit at the male in these films as well, what they kind of do, but then focus pretty strongly on the females, how they are a driving force in these noir films, how they changed and evolved throughout the various iterations, how different cultures adapted these kind of stories and what they did with this twisted character. There is also a trailer. That's the extras for Nude in a White Car. So there we have it. The second film from the Wicked Games set, and already 2 films in, it's another winner. Nude in a White Car is quietly unsettling. It's a moody thriller that proves atmosphere and character can be far more disturbing than just outright shock. I like that. I like that a lot. I have one more movie to go in this set, The Taste of Violence, which I believe is something a little bit different. I think it's a Western, which is going to be something really interesting to check out next. But before then, I want to know your thoughts on Nude in a White Car. I really like it a lot. I hope you do as well, but I'd love to hear from you, whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this film. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, mandyfilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.